Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! Episode 187. Tonight we're reviewing Midnight Sun.
Ooh, you made it sound so mysterious. What's that movie about? Ooh.
Sun at midnight? You didn't say. Oh.
No.
So, Midnight Sun is the latest YA nonsense...
Tragedy porn?
Yes. Featuring Bella Thorne.
Yes.
And who's gorgeous and also looks like she's like Jessica Chastain.
Yeah. I'll be
10 years
honest.
ago.
Bella Thorne was really good in this movie.
Sure, yeah, she was. She was.
She was good in this movie.
Yeah.
This movie's not good.
No.
She was like probably the best actress in this movie.
Yes, I agree.
You know, actor person.
Yes.
In general.
Yes.
But it also starred Patrick Swarzenegger in his first leading role.
Oh.
This isn't something you can just not tell me.
I fully get it. He's real
Awkward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was also something about him that I was like, oh, he's cute. He's not that hot.
No.
He's not hot.
He's not hot. He's cute.
Yeah.
But not hot.
But there was something that was just like kind of endearing for some reason.
I think there was an awkwardness because he is a bad actor.
Sure.
And that came off as like vulnerable.
Maybe.
That's my guess.
I don't know.
He was bad. He wasn't good. But there was something. Well, he was playing an idiot as well, which didn't help. He didn't have a very interesting character.
Not particularly, no.
He was Ryan Lochte. He was, I spend all my time in the pool. The chlorine's gone to my head. I'm cute.
Hey.
The movie didn't do a great job at like developing characters. It would be like, he likes photography.
Yeah.
She enjoys songwriting. He is a swimmer.
Daniel, this is Sheila. Sheila enjoys horse riding and comes from New Zealand. Daniel enjoys publishing and comes
all over your face.
Can we just get it out of the way now?
Yeah.
I am soups over this, like, oh, I have some weird random disease and then I'm gonna die, but in the meantime, I also like music and I'm a teenager and I have these generic things and we're gonna fall in love. I'm over that story.
Well, it's interesting. I was thinking about it because this is a trend right now. This sort of, I'm gonna die, I must fall in love. That's like a thing right now. Yeah. Where before this trend, it was I'm in love with a vampire or a werewolf or something that's like dead or could kill me.
Sure.
That was what was sexy. Mm-hmm. And then I was like thinking about, okay, what was before that? Oh, before that it was like, oh, societal norms and like religion and parents and like, you know, society says, oh, we can't be together because we're from different classes. Like that was the hurdle for the teenage love, the true love or whatever. And now it's cancer or very, very rare weird diseases that the girls always have. What's that about?
The girls always have. Well, you know, it's funny. I was thinking
Princess in the Castle Tower.
Well,
thing.
Exactly. I was thinking to myself, if there is like a gay version just of this movie where it's not anything about being like coming out or whatever, it's just like, oh no, I fell in love with this guy, but then he has this weird autoimmune disease where he like can't go out in the sun, blah, blah, blah. That's when we know we've made it.
Right? When the hurdle isn't social injustice or coming out or like all of my parents have disowned me. It's just, oh no, my boyfriend has weird cancer.
I have XP.
Oh no. We made it. We've normalized it enough. Great.
I mean, it'd still be a bad movie.
Yeah, it's not good. No. Well, no, so this movie starts and it's literally everything. Where the girl couldn't leave her house because she was allergic to everything.
I didn't understand this.
Well, so it literally starts with, I'm just a normal girl, blah, you know, here I am.
I like these things.
Oh boy, do I like music, except that I've got this crazy disease, and here I'm going to explain it to you in this voiceover about I can't go out in the sun, and if I do, I get cancer right away, and my brain dies, and I'm dead.
I have a rare genetic condition called XP. I can't go out in the sun. Like, I could die.
Everything, I'm going to use this term loosely, works because she's literally not allowed to leave the house.
Exactly.
It's like if she goes outside, she will get sick and could very well die.
Yeah.
This, I was like, well, why didn't she just go out at night with her friend
this was what
Becca
was weird.
or whatever her name was?
So she graduates from homeschool. And the whole time, it's as if she's never gone outside in her life.
Yeah.
Never. She's never been to a party. She's never gone to the movies. She's like, it seems very weird that that would happen.
Yeah.
I think there's an interesting story to be told here that, like, oh, she's this girl who can only be up at night and she's online, you know, like late with people in a different time zone or something interesting. She says something about, like, oh, I sleep during the day and I'm up at night, but then that never really is a thing.
Nope. Also, why would she have to have this abnormal schedule? Why couldn't she just be inside her special house during the day having classes? What did her dad do that he could provide for her?
Tell me about it.
And teach
Great
her?
house, homeschool the kid all the time, pay for all the medical bills, and he is a photographer?
Confused about that.
They're always very affluent. It's always like...
Yes.
Paying for your disease, not a problem.
Not a problem. I got this fancy house with the airlocks.
Fall in love, honey.
Yeah.
I just feel like people would know who she was.
Exactly.
They're apparently living in this small town. If there's this girl with this crazy disease that lives in her house all the time, you would know about it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how we've never met. I've probably skated by your house every day on the way to practice. Hey, you wouldn't want to do something sometime, would you?
I'm really busy during the day, but I could be free at night.
Nobody knows about her? It was weird. It was like this weird Rapunzel thing.
It was
like,
really weird.
Why? What? She's never been outside? But then sometimes she does just go outside. It was confusing.
Super. Yeah, then she's just like, oh, I'm going to go to the train station again, Dad. Is that cool? Okay, but be back by 10.
To the old-timey train depot with that was bizarre.
It ruined the entire movie for me because I was just like, but you guys.
Like.
She would have done, like.
Yeah. She could
literally outside. Live a normal life and just be like, I'm inside and the sun's set. You know, I love the winter.
Time to
Daylight
party.
Savings Time is great because then
she should go live in Alaska.
Well, that's the thing for half the year, and then South America for the other half.
Mm-hmm. She should have like a going out UV, you know, like biohazard suit. Right?
I thought the same thing. I was like, okay.
Don't forget to pack your suit, honey.
If it's just UV, yeah, couldn't she put on gloves, like, you know, and like a very thick, like rubber suit or like a raincoat, right? That blocks UV. Weird.
She seemed to be very laissez-faire about the whole, oh, you're in the sun for a nanosecond, you are dead.
That was crazy. So, okay, are we there yet already?
No.
Okay.
But we'll get there.
Yeah, we will.
Cat funeral?
I mean, I've heard that dead pets can actually be an aphrodisiac.
Morgan, what should I have said? Any other combination of words in the English language?
I actually really liked her friend.
Yeah, I did too.
Like, I thought she had the best personality.
Well, and that really helped, like we've talked about many a time. Mm-hmm. Rom-coms or any of the sort, you really need to have a good friend.
Yeah.
And that brought a lot more life into this. And I was like, oh, I can get to know them. Exactly. They had a nice dynamic.
She was funny.
Yeah, right. So then she meets Patrick, although she's been staring at him every day as he goes to school for the past 10 years.
Right.
Which was a little weird. But whatever. You would have thought she would have gone out at night.
You know?
Oh, yeah, we go bowling at night. Or we go see the movies. We go literally anything.
Yeah.
You can do anything at night.
Yeah.
It's not very restrictive.
I mean, it is, but not to the point where you never go outside. It was.
Or meet people. I mean, I guess it'd be awkward if you're like, no, I can't go to your, like, pool party.
I have to wear my UV biohazard suit. I mean, I would be here for it.
I would be here for it.
If the community was like, yes, come to this pool party and you're full.
Don't you think the parents would have been, like, understanding? I don't know. Seems weird.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't they have lots of slumber parties? Like, that'd be fun. Oh, wouldn't that be cute if just, like, all of the kids out of, like, solidarity were like, oh, all of our birthday parties are going to be slumber parties so that Bella can come. I don't remember her actual name. Katie. That'd be cute.
That'd be totally cute.
I mean, totally different movie.
Yeah.
Less, you know, woe is me, I'm going to die now, but...
It's good. Can we talk about Patrick Swarzenegger some more?
Yeah.
He had like Prince Charming's haircut, and it was not working for him.
No. I think the haircut really could change things, and what was ironic was that they have this whole conversation about when he buzzed his hair, and it's like, I bet you that would look a lot better.
I bet he'd be hot.
Right?
Right? Or at least if it was swooped back. I mean, it was a full... He was kind of giving me some, like, little baby Army Hammer. Like, in the same, you know, family. That sort of, like, generically handsome thing.
Sure.
Well, I didn't understand his character for half the movie, which was a problem. It starts, and he's, like, apparently... You get the sense
He's
that
supposed to
something
be,
has
like-
happened.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
He's, like... at a party, and he's clearly, like, popular, but he's like, parties, these hot cheerleaders talking to me, and you're like, okay, why? What? And then she touches his arm, and is like,
Oh, is that the bad one?
bad one?
And there's like a big scar.
She was kind of great.
She was kind of great.
At being, like, that horrible
bitch that was-
bitch.
yes.
You're just like, fuck you.
Yeah, you're like, yes, it's that one, you bitch. You know. Everyone knows it's his right arm.
I'm still thirsty.
Oh my god, right. Yeah, you are. The thirst is real. I wish that he had just said that.
No, it would have been too clever.
Would have been.
Too sassy.
Yeah.
He had very little personality.
Very little.
And so anyway, he's just like a big bummer,
Yeah.
and we don't know why for a very long time.
Sure. And then we
find
finally
out-
find out it was because he got drunk with his friends and jumped off a roof into a pool, but missed and hit the edge in his shoulder.
And fucked up his shoulder.
And lost his scholarship to Cal. Yikes.
Like, whoa. Those are some consequences.
Yeah.
Also, that whole lie that he told, he was like, she's like, oh, what happened? He's like, oh, I fell. And I was like, no. There's no like, oh, oops, I tripped
Right.
off this roof. So anyway, they decide to fall in love.
I will say, I thought that the falling in love, it was more than a montage, but like whatever, section of this movie
Yeah.
was handled pretty well. I really felt like they were in love, like more than a lot of movies that we've seen.
It had, and this is very, very loosely, I'm saying this, it had a Notebook vibe. We're crazy in love.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
oh, and the building of like, oh, now we're kind of kissing. Oh, no, now we
we're-
can't stop kissing.
Yeah.
Like, it had that kind, very loosely, but like it had that kind of thing going for it. I wish I cared about them more, and I wish I knew their personalities more.
I was just thinking about like how it escalated, right? It was like, oh, we kissed at this party drunk. Oh, now we're kissing all the time. Oh, we're like basically skinny dipping in this lake. Oh, they definitely fucked? Because like, right?
Like,
they
did
definitely
they though?
fucked. But they didn't, but they definitely would have.
It's weird because in most of these tragedy porn movies, it's like, we have to fuck before I die. Like, they make a point of like,
Sure.
and here's where we're fucking before I die. And maybe I might even fuck you to death because that might be...
That happened in
That happened in everything.
What if they did fuck in the lake, or the Puget Sound,
Right.
and she gets pregnant, gives birth to the baby before she dies of her...
So now this baby's just an albatross around his neck for the rest of his young life? Yeah. Whoa. That's the Midnight Sun? Like, that's the baby?
The Midnight Sun. Except it was really more like the 4 a.m. sun.
Yeah. Oh boy, are we there? Are we talking about it?
I mean, right? So they fall in love, they have
Yes.
this big date. He's like, I'm gonna take you on a real date. So he takes her on a train, and I'm like, well, where is he taking her? Because, like, she needs to be back.
Yeah.
So, takes her on a train to Seattle, the big city, where he takes her to a live concert.
Yep.
Where, once again, I was confused.
She could have gone to one.
Loves music.
Loves it.
Her dad has never taken her to a concert, pretty much 98% of which take place at night.
That baffled me.
Baffled me.
It was like she was a baby deer experiencing
Right.
the world, you know? And he was like, what the fuck is going on?
So he takes her to this concert, and then he's like, now it's your turn. Perform in front of all these people. And she's like, oh gosh, I
No.
couldn't.
Perform on this dock,
Well, right.
this empty dock, and then her music is so infectious that 30 to 40 random people on the street sit down
And like start dancing.
during the course of one song.
Yeah.
It's just so contagious.
I can't, but whatever.
I mean, I will say this. The songs weren't terrible.
No.
The songs were like perfectly cutesy. Like,
Yep.
yeah, that could be on the radio.
Yep.
We'll burn so bright, making all the people come to life. Hey.
Anyway,
Yes.
then they take the train back.
Yep.
And she's like, okay, you made me sing. Now I'm going to make you go swimming. And they go swimming at night in the Puget Sound. And I'm just like, so they froze to death.
They got hypothermia and died anyway together. Well, I kept thinking, damn, they're getting a lot of stuff done on this date.
That's true, too.
Because I really didn't think it was as late. I mean, because I was like, she's definitely going to be like, it's late, I should go home.
Right.
Because I'm going to die. Yeah. But anyway, she gets so swept up in the moment. At this point, Patrick Schwarzenegger does not know that she has.
No, she has not told him that she has the disease.
She has been lying to him and is like, I'm normal, I'm just homeschooled. So she loses track of time, swept up in the romance of it all. And he's like, this is going to be the most beautiful sunrise. And she's like, what time is it? You know when it's 4 a.m.
Thank you.
Your body knows. I mean, I guess she stays up late all the time.
But, like, you would still then know.
If your life was on the line, yeah.
You'd know.
You'd know. It's like the sunrise snuck up on her and she just starts running for her life.
Oh my God.
mean, it was for her life, Andrew.
It was.
But, you know, I think a better plan would have been, hey, you need to put this blanket on me immediately and put me in the car. I'm going to huddle under the blanket because I could die.
Thank you. No, instead I'm going to keep my head exposed.
I'm going to run.
I'm going to keep flailing my limbs.
In a t-shirt. So she's literally running from the sunrise like a vampire. I mean, it was like pretty hilarious.
It was really hilarious even though she was dying. Cover me with all of your clothes.
Right?
That would have been hot.
Take off all your clothes.
Right? He takes off all of his clothes to save her life, April. He gives her the shirt off of his back.
Anyway, she gets to her front door and a ray of light hits her arm and she runs into the house. And then apparently that is a death sentence. And I was like, wait, what?
It was a triggering event.
It was a triggering event. I just didn't realize it was that crazy because she was acting like it's cool.
Also, like, he involuntarily manslaughtered her.
He didn't know.
He did not know, hence involuntary, but he was supposed to be back for curfew.
Just like, remember, the dad is talking about, like, I'm going to if you don't come back by curfew, I'm going to embarrass you so bad. It'll be one of those cautionary tales about how kids should come back for their curfews. And that's what this whole movie was.
Get back for curfew, or you might have a triggering event and die. I'm just going to tell my kids that.
So, like, if she literally never went in the sun, would she be cool?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I didn't get. If it's that serious, girl, don't be messing around with, like, oh, maybe I'm out too late.
Okay. I also I got it. Okay, it was like, they did some stuff really nice. Like, I liked the conversations that you'd have where it was like, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want it to change, whatever. I didn't want to be the sick girl, whatever. I get it. But also, like, there were multiple times where I was like, no, but this is, like, the appropriate time for you to bring it up. It's not even like I was waiting for the right time. It's like, no, there were multiple right times that you could have told him.
Yes. I did like her relationship with her dad. I thought that was not, like, they established that very nicely. They get along. It was very say anything, like, oh, well, I have to tell him everything. He's my dad. We're best friends, that kind of thing. So I appreciated that. I don't know what would have made this movie better.
A different plot.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's just... it's a stupid premise.
Yes.
The biggest problem, like we've said, is just that she could have gone out.
She could have gone out, and she absolutely could have not died.
Well, that's true.
So
both
it's
of
like,
them. Yeah, both.
It's like, wait, what?
At least if it was that she could have gone out her whole life or whatever, right? As a kid, it's tougher to be more, like, responsible.
Right.
And, like, yes, you take it very seriously, and yes, whatever, but, like, oh God, she got drunk, or, like, maybe as she's falling in love with this guy and as they're doing more stuff or whatever, she's becoming more and more reckless, and, like,
right.
I don't want to be sick anymore. I just want to be a normal kid who gets to do whatever and stay up until, the morning or whatever. And
I want to see a sunrise.
Exactly. And it's like, well, you can't, bitch, or you're gonna die. And then her dad has to have some sort of whatever.
Right.
Or maybe they slip up or something happens and the car breaks down because the truck was a piece of shit.
That would have made a lot of sense.
And then it's not his fault per se. It was just an accident or whatever. And then he's trying to save her by, like, covering it up, but it's not enough.
And she's, smoking like she's a vampire.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
And then she dies, spoiler alert.
Well, she died. I mean, this was
This
was banana pants.
Yeah, so
She commits suicide via yacht.
she's in her waning days, months, weeks. We're not sure.
It was unclear.
It was definitely progressing, but it was unclear how much time she had left. And he's like, oh, well, it's the last day I got with that yacht.
Hey, Dad, can I go kill myself early?
I'm gonna go euthanize myself on the sailboat. Cool? Okay.
Everyone was like so totes okay with her
Dying.
Everyone was like, oh man, that's bummer.
And then, and then that ruined it for me too. Because then after she dies, everyone's just kind of like, oh, he shows up on the porch.
The dad's like, joking around. I mean, he's sad, but not, I mean, she was his entire life for 18 years. They were
Spent all of it,
inseparable.
Yeah.
He worried about her. He took care of, I mean, that's insane.
Insane. And like, I just didn't understand then too, based on all of this, the guilt that you would think that both of them would have.
Right?
For like allowing this incident to have happened.
We didn't talk about her song.
Oh, well, the
so-
plot point. Oh my God.
So I thought at a certain point he gets her studio time to record her song because she's got this infectious voice, right? And so I genuinely thought, oh, he's gonna put this song up on YouTube and it's gonna make so much money and like
GoFundMe, help
GoFundMe
find
for
a
my
cure
disease.
for
Let's be proactive about this. Wouldn't it have been a cute story if she is a YouTuber that sings songs and she's like, hey guys, today, I'm like 300 days and no sun or whatever the fuck, very open about it and just like, here's my latest song. And she's like this huge she becomes a huge YouTube hit over the course of the movie and that pays for the research and sure it can cure her disease and it's a fantasy, whatever. Or at least that's a goal.
Or at least then she dies, but at least it's all
like,
not for naught.
Not for naught. And then we see the money, the GoFundMe ticking up and maybe it'll save the next person.
Exactly.
Something.
That would've
I
been
thought
sweet.
it was gonna go like extreme measures like Brendan Fraser. Like,
Well, then
I'm gonna save my kids! Like I thought it was gonna go there. And it was just kind of like, oh, and then she died. Okay. It wasn't great.
No, but it wasn't the worst. I almost wonder, I feel like I liked it better than Me Before You. At least,
yes.
Right?
Oh, yes.
Particularly because Me Before You had that bullshit nonsense of like,
well, the ending was gross.
I want to die because I don't have full use of my legs.
That was gross.
Really gross. Really
No,
gross.
Me Before You was bad.
It was bad.
And he was all like possessive and I hated that movie.
I hated that movie too.
This movie was like dumb.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay.
But that's what I'm saying, like, this is better.
Not offensively like, okay,
Exactly.
sure, it's cute. It's
So
fine.
don't watch that, watch this instead.
Sure.
Or literally just watch a good movie.
Go watch Say Anything. Or Notebook or Somewhere in Time or something.
My Girl.
My Girl. Like watch some good movies.
Anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Hey.